quick to that dollar. Getting that cheese, that chicken, that guala. Movado won't risk, baby, don't trip. This that Dolce Gabbana. This is that trip out to Italy. That vibe when you sip on that Hennessy. This is that feeling you get when your whole team is rich and you buy your own embassy. Bust down in that drop top. No, I don't dance, don't pop lock. Niggas crazy thinking money change me if you owe me pay. Yo, you already know it's your boy NewFutureFLASHH. You're tuning in to TMG Reacts. And we bringing the comedy back. You know, I'm a huge Joe Rogan fan. Like, I think his podcast is like amazing. And it's so big, it can influence like political stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's how big his show is. So he has a huge voice in this. But I never really got into his comedy. I know he is a comedian and he's pretty funny, like on his podcast. You know what I'm saying? And I remember him going back and forth with Carlos Mencia, like about the purity of comedy, and like Carlos Mencia was stealing jokes and stuff. So let's check out some of his stand-up. This is Not Happening meets a Crazy Stripper, and every one of these that I've done have been pretty solid. So I'm pretty excited. Let's go. Before we get started, like, comment, subscribe, ding that bell, help the channel grow. Sponsored by Aki2, get you some water. You know what I'm saying? Got the alkaline water, got the mineral water. Cheers. Let's get started.
If you go to a house that's a strip club in the woods down a dirt road with no lights in Dothan, Alabama, those bitches are ferocious.
They be killing these intros. Damn.
Welcome to This Is Not Happening presents World of Blunder. If you've never been to this show before, and it's just a bunch of comics telling fun stories about real shit that happened. Give it up for my friend and yours, Mr. Joe Rogan, everybody.
Yeah.
He loves these grandpa hats.
What's up? What's going on? I've been traveling, doing stand-up comedy for a long time. I started going on the road back in 1998. And that was, I started going on the road because of Dice Clay. We were at the Comedy Store one night, he's like, you should do the road. And I was like, okay. Like, if he's willing to talk to me, I'll listen, you know? And I started going on the road, both doing stand-up comedy and working for the Ultimate Fighting Championship, which back then was really like doing porn. Like, in 1998, you didn't want to tell people that, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, I'm going to see a cage fighting event in Dothan, Alabama. I'm working. So I fly into this place and I'm hanging out with these fighters. I'm in my 20s and I'm completely baffled by the whole situation. I was like, do you ever see that cartoon where there's two dogs? There's a little dog that's hanging out with the big dog, and the little dog's like, where are we going, Spike? And the big dog's like, shut up. Okay, I was the little dog, and I'm just hanging out with a slew of dudes who can rape me. And one of them wants to go out. And if you're around like these big, giant, like this one dude, let's just call him Bob. We'll call him Bob. It's not his real name, but Bob was this giant wrestler dude who's like 250 pounds of American muscle and Mexican supplements. And we're hanging out in Dothan, Alabama. What does Bob want? Bob wants to get some pussy. Man, there's gotta be some pussy in this town, man. I mean, literally, that's all he wants to do. And we're there with this other dude who is the local DJ. You know, we have to do like morning radio to promote the event. There's this big event down there. And morning radio guy talks like morning radio guy. It's like, what do you guys want to do? There's a voice that somehow or another they're all allowed to use. And it's not like, you know, you're doing a real, like he's doing Jack Nicholson. No, they're all just doing the voice they do at work.
That is how they sound.
It's basically the same thing as the strip club DJ voice. It's very interchangeable. DJ guy's like, hey, I know where the girls are. There's a club just outside of town. Let's head out there right now. So we get in his car. We hop in DJ guy's car, and we start going out of town. And we're in homeboy's car, and he's playing, you know, his station. We're talking, and Bob is like, man, there gotta be some pussy around here, man. I'm telling you, dude, there gotta be some pussy around here. And we start going down a dirt road. I notice there's no more lights. And I'm like, what's going on? It's like, this is where it is. So we go down this dirt road. This is all a true story. Down this dirt road, there's no lights, and we get to a house. It's a fucking house. And the house has a nylon sign, like one of those signs, you know, you see like temporary sign, and it just says Gentleman's Club.
Oh, hell no.
And a fucking house.
Hell no.
And I'm like, oh oh shit, this is a mistake, man.
Right, it's be ratchet as hell.
I'm sober now, I'm not high again. So I'm thinking this is a terrible, terrible place to be. He's like, man, I hope there's some pussy in there. So I go out with him, and the DJ guy's like, we go there all the time. Don't worry about it, buddy. Come on in. All right. We walk in the door. It's a fucking regular.
That's always a fucking setup, dog. Like all the like house strip parties, it's just a whole bunch of ratchetness going on, bro.
Door. There's like bookshelves. People have their shoes there. There's a fucking staircase. Like, this is insanity, man. We go in this room, and if you've ever been to not like an established, beautiful place like Cheetah's, if you've ever been to a strip club, if you've ever made a mistake and gone to a house with a vile gentleman's club sign in the middle of Dothan, Alabama, you will notice that there's this strange thing about the food chain when it comes to strip clubs. And the less attractive have to be the most aggressive. It's sort of how nature balances itself out. It's like, you know, hyenas are desperate as fuck. They gotta make shit happen right away, all right? They're not turtles where there's plenty of food and they live to be 1,000. No, they gotta get shit done right now. So if you go to a house that's a strip club with a vinyl sign in the woods down a dirt road with no lights in Dothan, Alabama, those bitches are ferocious. They fucking move on you, man. You don't get a chance to sit down. They're on you, okay? And it's a strange scene, man. First of all, there's like, the only thing that makes strip club-ish is that there's red light bulbs. They're using red light bulbs, okay? So I sit down, the train kiddo's like, man, where's the pussy under this place, man? And he's looking around, and this girl immediately comes up to me, and there's a thing that a gal will do when she's trying to get you to do a private dance with her, and that thing is to immediately put her knee where your penis is, okay? And then they move into you and start talking to you. This is a sexy pose, okay? But not when you're wearing sweatpants and wrestling shoes, okay? And your breath smells like you ate 150 shit sandwiches and had a drunken mariachi band fart in your mouth for a year. This shit steps up. I'm not bullshitting, man. She's wearing fucking sweatpants and she's got wrestling shoes on and she's gangster. She's like, do you want to dance? Do you want to dance? It fucking hits me like a broken fire hydrant of stink. It's just, bah! And I don't know what to do, and I'm a polite person. I try to be nice. We're all different. I don't know how she got here. So I'm sitting there, and all I can think of is I have a girlfriend and she doesn't let me get dances. So she starts doing all this. You don't know what the fuck you're missing.
Oh my God.
You don't know what the fuck you're missing. I'm a badass bitch. I'm a badass bitch. You don't know what the fuck you're missing.
Yeah, I got the hell up out of there, bro.
I'm never gonna get out of here alive, man. That's all I'm thinking is, I have fucked up. This is like a fucking movie. You take the wrong turn, then 8 hours later, you're pleading for your life in a basement. I'm like, this is a fucking disaster. So I gotta find the train killer. So I go over, I'm like, man, we gotta get the fuck out of here. I get up to him, and he has found the only attractive girl within miles. And she has gravitated towards his alpha presence. And she's sitting in his lap, and she weighed 90 pounds. I know this because he told me. She's in his lap, and he looks over at me and goes, she only about 90 pounds. And this happened exactly this way. He goes, that pussy's gotta be tight.
Oh my God.
Like, could you imagine breaking a human being down to that? He was calculating mass and size and... It's a good one. It's a keeper. Keeper, man. That's a keeper. So, you know, he's with this girl and, you know, they're asking questions. One of the things that he did was the girl would point to every other man in the room. She would go like this, like, where about him or there? He goes, him over there. I'll take him like this right here. He did that like 10 times. 10 different guys do. And I'm, you know, the other girl's still on the other side of the room. You don't know what the fuck you're missing. You don't know. So I'm I'm like, man, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm completely sober at this point. And I'm like, hey, dude, why don't you ask your friend if she wants to get the fuck out of here, right? He's like, yeah, you want to get the fuck out of here? He's like, I'll go if my friend can go. She'll go if her friend can go. Who's her friend? Shit Breath! Of course her friend is Shit Breath! So we hop in DJ Mr. Nice's car.
Gotta take over the T, Joe.
7.5 and fucking whatever it is. He's in, all right, everybody get in the car. So the train killer and the 90-pounder in the back seat, but Shit Breath wants to sit on my lap. He said, but there ain't no fucking room back there. Come on, dog. What's up? There ain't no room back there. There's very few things less attractive than when you're on a dirt road and a fucking road with no lights, and you go to a house and there's a vinyl sign that says Gentlemen's Club, and a girl with Shit Breath wearing wrestling shoes and sweatpants also talks black. She's white and she's got freckles, and she's like, come on, dog, let me sit in your lap, dog. And I'm like, you can't sit in my lap. My girlfriend doesn't let girls sit in my lap. You don't know what the fuck you're missing. She keeps doing this shit to the back of my head. She's behind me with the 90-pounder and the train killer. You don't know what the fuck you're missing. You don't know I'm a badass bitch. I'm just thinking we're gonna get to the hotel room and I'm just gonna get the fuck, this is all gonna be a memory. Well, apparently the train killer had realized that this is gonna be a problem. And he was looking over, oh man, she's gonna be a problem, man. She's gonna fuck this up for me. So as soon as we pull into the hotel has this, this overpass thing, a little circular roundabout sort of a thing in the front with a roof on it. We pull into that thing. The fucking train killer kicks open the door, grabs the 90-pounder, and just starts running. I mean, this motherfucker's clear. He's got some fucking ass and squat legs on him, and he's just making leaps and bounds. And there's no way. She's tied up in the seatbelt. She's trying to get there. Oh, no, you don't ditch me, motherfucker. So Shit Breath is running after the train killer, but this motherfucker puts logs on his back and runs up stadium stairs. So he's just running with this girl. He gets her to the elevator. The elevator doors open. He turns and looks at Shit Breath, and boom, just like a horror movie, the door shuts just in the nick of time. And this is 1997, 1998, whatever it was. There was no cell phones back then. You couldn't text your friend, OMG, what room are, letter R, U, letter U in?
Right.
No, he was gone. He was a ghost. That door shut. She had a thing. I don't even know if he was real. Like, I don't have a photo of him. I don't have a contact number. He doesn't have an email address. The door shut. He went to many floors and many rooms. It was over. It was over. But Shit Breath would not accept defeat.
She gonna find Joe.
So she starts throwing a fucking hissy fit. Oh, no, motherfucker. No, you ain't doing this shit to me, motherfucker. And so she starts yelling to try to get attention. One of the managers runs over to her, ma'am, what is the problem? Please, can we stop this? And she goes, I need to know where, and she says his name, UFC motherfucker is all with my girl. We came together, we leave together. So wrestling shoes, sweatpants, freckles, tank top. It's a mess. This is a disaster, okay? You're the last person you want screaming in your lobby is a white girl with wrestling shoes on, sweatpants, talking like a black girl, obviously shit-faced drunk, looking for a cage fighter. Who may or may not have kidnapped her friend, right? So the manager comes over, they grab her by the arms, they're trying to get her out of there. She's like, I'll leave, motherfucker, I'll leave. I need to use the restroom. I need to use the restroom first. Which is one thing that drunks will always do. When drunks are kicked out of the bar, they always want to get that last victory. They just let me have a little something. Let me use the bathroom. They have this little thing. You can't just kick them out. No, I'll go out, motherfucker, but I'm a human being. Won't you let me use the restroom real quick? Won't you? So they won't let her use the restroom. Like, ma'am, you cannot. You are rude. You're yelling. You're awakening our people. You got to get the fuck out of here. They push her outside the door. She doesn't take 2 steps from the door, where she pulls her sweatpants down, pushes them forward, because she's done this before, all right?
No.
She knows not to piss on her sweatpants.
No,
she's
bro.
been there, done that. She's pushing the sweatpants forward. She's yelling at the hotel, going, y'all got me out here pissing in the street like I'm some kind of fucking animal. And
Hey, he just watching all this shit happen.
I'm sitting in my car, laughing my ass off, thinking this might be the best person I've ever met in my life. Like, out of all the people that you will meet in your life that just will provide you with something you could think about forever, I've met some inspirational motherfuckers. But I think about her more than any of them. I think about her all the time. I wonder if she's alive. I wonder if she has kids. I wonder if she still works at that house. Thank you very much. You guys are the shit.
That's wild. That's a pretty big compliment coming from Joe Rogan because he's met pretty much everybody. Damn. So that was light, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't as funny as like the Joey Diaz's or the Ali Sadiq, but it was like you could tell like he tells stories and his past, like he traveled, like he's seen a lot of shit. So I guess his comedy is like more about the things he's experienced and stuff like that. It was cool, you know what I'm saying? I'll probably check out one or two more, see how funny he can get, but it's pretty much like the same tempo as his podcast, you know what I'm saying? So if he got another one, put it in the comments. Let me know. Let me see some more of his skits. Like, comment, subscribe, ding that bell. Hit me up on Instagram, and we out.
Quick to that dollar, getting that cheese, that chicken, that guala. Movado on wrist, baby, don't trip. This that Dolce Gabbana. This is that trip out to Italy. That vibe when you sip on that Hennessy. This is that feeling you get when your whole team is rich and you buy your own embassy. Buzz down in that drop top, no, I don't dance, don't pop like. Niggas crazy thinking money changed me if you owe me pay.